This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV for Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. I'm Derek Gilbert. You'll find us on YouTube at 5 in 10. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and share with your friends. And then we'll tell you how you can guarantee we never get canceled again before the end of this program. Topic number 5 today, Ukraine. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has fired all 6 of his deputy defense ministers with no explanation after firing his top defense minister just 2 weeks ago. Ukraine's cabinet said the decision was made Monday, according to a post online that revealed the mass firing. Again, no explanation for the dismissal. Is it a crackdown on corruption? Possibly a condition set for joining NATO and or the European Union? We don't know. It could just be recognition that the counteroffensive against the Russians in southeastern Ukraine is just not going according to schedule. Whatever it is, it's not a good look, turning over your entire senior military command in the middle of a war. Meanwhile, what happened to Elon Musk last week just demonstrates how far the neocons are willing to go here in the United States to push this war, continue fighting to the last Ukrainian. This began when the Washington Post published excerpts from a new biography on Musk that reveals that he turned down a Ukrainian request to turn on his Starlink internet connections to help launch a major sneak attack in September of last year against the Russian port at Sevastopol. That's in the Crimean Peninsula. Now, there are good reasons why Musk didn't want to get involved in this. First of all, Musk was providing terminals to Ukraine for internet access for free. He was not under a military contract at the time. The request, which came late at night, came from the Ukrainian government, not the United States government, and Starlink had never been activated over the Crimean Peninsula because it's Russian-held territory. But most importantly, Musk says he was concerned about perhaps getting involved in a Pearl Harbor-type sneak attack that might prompt a Russian response, perhaps even a nuclear response. So for his decision, Musk was called evil by a high-ranking Ukrainian official and a traitor by American pro-war enthusiasts. For example, Rachel Maddow, MSNBC, said that Musk was intervening to try to help stop Ukraine from winning the war. CNN's Jake Tapper described Elon Musk as a capricious billionaire who sabotaged a military operation by Ukraine, a United States ally, an act that demands repercussions. And perhaps most surprisingly, alleged progressive U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren called for an immediate congressional investigation, quote, to ensure foreign policy is conducted by the government and not by one billionaire, end quote. In other words, if Musk, and by extension any U.S. corporation, fails to do the bidding of the United States government, it fails to act as an extension of the United States government, they risk being branded a traitor, and under the U.S. Constitution, being a traitor is punishable by death. Elizabeth Warren and those who are calling for repercussions against Elon Musk are essentially calling for a fascist style of government, which is a partnership between the government and the corporations, the leading corporations inside the country. Hitler and Nazi Germany of the 30s and 40s, a classic example of a country where corporations are essentially functioning as arms of the government. That should not be what we aspire to here in the United States. And frankly, I'm shocked to see Elizabeth Warren calling for it. Topic number 4, embarrassing Hunter. A guy you didn't think could be embarrassed, but Hunter Biden's attorneys actually filed a lawsuit against the IRS on Monday, alleging that agents targeted him and sought to embarrass him. Embarrass Hunter Biden? I mean, dude, you abandoned 3 laptops. I know we call it the laptop from hell, but it was actually 3 laptops, 2 of which were salvageable, that contained a lot of DIY illicit activity with ladies for hire and illegal drug activity, apparently, accusing sorry, Mr. Biden, if you want to know who's embarrassing you, look in the mirror. The lawsuit wants the court to declare that the IRS willingly, knowingly, and or by gross negligence unlawfully disclosed Hunter Biden's confidential tax information. He's demanding $1,000 in damages for each and every unauthorized disclosure of his tax returns. The jokes write themselves here. Topic number 3, speaking of no shame, a hat tip to columnist Peter Heck at the news site, notthebee.com. I wasn't going to touch either of these stories, but taken together, I think they're worth a comment. And again, Peter Heck did a really good job at notthebee.com in pointing this out. A woman on the left is a candidate for the state legislature in Virginia, the Virginia House of Delegates. Her name is Susanna Gibson. According to a Washington Post report, the 40-year-old Gibson used an internet platform that I will not name to stream sex acts with her husband for money. The parents of 2 children took financial payment from viewers for performing specific requested acts on camera. They were live streamed. Now, this may actually be illegal under Virginia's prostitution law, but some Virginia Democrats have dutifully circled the wagons around Ms. Gibson. Rather than recognizing an obvious moral deficiency here, several Democrat officials in Virginia are trying to make her a celebrity. Virginia State Senator named Louise Lucas called on fellow Democrats to make this the biggest fundraising day of her campaign and ranted that she was peeved, that was not the word she used, at Republicans for thinking that this was somehow wrong. It was somehow a conspiracy led by Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin to embarrass Ms. Gibson. Other progressive voices have expressed outrage at those who committed such a brazen invasion of privacy with the intent to humiliate her. Look, I'm no legal expert, but I don't think you'll be able to claim it's an invasion of privacy when you are the one who were actually streaming your own private bedroom activity to the world in exchange for money. Now, that was egregious enough, but then the political right got its own turn as news emerged from Denver that during a live musical theater performance of Beetlejuice, professing Christian Congresswoman Lauren Boebert was escorted out of a show by security after she and her date were caught vaping in violation of the theater's laws, no smoking, including vaping, singing and causing a disturbance. Video surveillance revealed what that disturbance actually was. Boebert and her date, now bear in mind she is going through a divorce, but she is still, as of this recording, legally married. She and her date, not her husband, were groping one another, the kind of thing you would expect from, say, 14-year-olds. All right. If that wasn't enough, Boebert flipped off the usher who was doing his job and ushering her out of the theater, taunting him by saying, "Do you know who I am?" and then threatening to call the mayor of Denver to get the young man in trouble. And of course, it gets worse. Turns out her date is the owner of a gay-affirming bar that has hosted at least one drag show. Bear in mind that Boebert has very publicly, in defending Christian values in Washington, D.C., called on parents to take their children to church, not drag shows. Well, rather than calling her out for her hypocrisy and poor decision-making, many on the political right are now rallying circling the wagons around Lauren Boebert. Republican congressional candidate demanded to know why security footage from the theater was so readily available when we can't get the footage from Jeffrey Epstein's jail cell, or we can't determine who left that bag of cocaine at the White House. Those are valid questions, but they're irrelevant. Look, if you can't call out hypocrisy and sin when you see it, whether you're conservative or liberal, then you're making politics your religion and power your God. Topic number 2, an abortion chatbot. Speaking of the Washington Post, it also reports last week that starting this week, an abortion chatbot called Charley is available. This is being put out by the team behind a pair of major abortion organizations, rolling this out across the United States, even in states where abortion is now illegal in most circumstances. This, according to the Post, to help people, help them find ways to terminate unborn children. Users answer a series of questions such as the date of their last period, zip code, type of procedure they're looking for. In response, the chatbot Charley will guide them. The developers, by the way, mentioning that this is not based on ChatGPT, which is important because artificial intelligence now is known to hallucinate. In other words, to make stuff up and present it as fact. And we can't have that when we're trying to guide people in how to terminate unborn children. Come quickly, Lord Jesus. Well, coming up, the Pentagon asking for your help in finding their missing F-35. Seriously. That's next on 5 and 10.
We want to make sure that you know how you can get your copy of this incredible, one-of-a-kind Bible with expanded Apocrypha in the Last Chance Defender Bible package. Right now, while supplies last, we're offering this giant limited edition Defender Family Bible for your donation of only $35 plus shipping and handling. But if that wasn't enough, we're also including the Defender Publishing's 120 ebook collection absolutely free. Now, this data DVD library collection includes 120 of Defender's all-time best-selling books featuring authors like Dr. Thomas Horn, Derek Gilbert, Carl Gallups, Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis, Sharon Gilbert, Allie Henson, Donna Howell, Terry James, the late, great Michael Heiser, and so many more, too many to number. This DVD library also includes the limited edition Defender Bible with expanded Apocrypha, and all of these books in this collection come in popular ebook formats so you can read them on EPUB, PDF, Kindle, and other handheld electronic devices. It's devices of your choosing wherever you go, including the Bible that we're talking about today. These items hold a retail value of $1,400 if you had to buy all of these ebooks separately. Yours now for your donation of only $35 plus shipping and handling, so don't delay. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special offer. You can also visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the Last Chance Defender Bible package right now.
This would make a really, really amazing Christmas gift, too, for all of the people in your life that love to do research or your pastor. So buy it now and save it and give it to them for Christmas.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Just stash it somewhere.
Yeah.
Item number 1 today. Have you seen this missing plane? Bad day at Joint Base Charleston, where on Sunday, an F-35 Lightning pilot had to eject over the state of South Carolina. Before ejecting, put the plane on autopilot, but as it happens, the plane's transponder is non-functional for some unknown reason. Spokesperson for Joint Base Charleston saying this is why we're putting out a call for public help in locating the plane, which, by the way, carries a sticker price of more than $80 million. The plane, by the way, is a stealth. It has new generation stealth technology, which makes it extra hard to find. It disappeared from radar, which is kind of the point of the stealth technology. We're thankful that the pilot was taken to hospital with some minor injuries and appears to be okay. We're thankful for that. But missing an $80 million stealth jet that was put on autopilot and then disappeared. The jokes here write themselves, and needless to say, as you can see from the screen behind me, the internet is having a field day with this. Skywatch TV wants to thank you for your support. If you're in the U.S. or Canada, just to keep shipping costs down, we like to send thank you gifts for your donations of any amount. During the month of September, that gift is David Heavener's book, True Power, which is an explanation, a study on the power of the Holy Spirit. For your gift of any amount, if you're in the U.S. or Canada, during the month of September, we will send you a copy of True Power. You can find out more at our website, skywatchtv.com. Look for the red donate button. You can also go to skywatchtvstore.com, follow the link there, or if you prefer to call us, You can do that during regular business hours. Call toll-free 844-750-4985. This week on Skywatch TV, we're talking about demons. What is their origin? What can we learn about the origin of demons from the pseudepigrapha, the apocrypha, such as the one in the Family Defender Bible, or available from the Skywatch TV Library of Researchers' Library of Ancient Texts. You can dig into the book of 1st Enoch and find out some very interesting information. Now, the book of 1st Enoch, not in the Bible, but it does give us a window into what Jewish religious thought was during the time of Jesus and the apostles. And it was understood, and in fact understood by the early church fathers as well, that demons were the spirits of the giants destroyed in the flood of Noah. That's the topic of discussion on Skywatch TV this week. You'll find our broadcast schedule at the website, skywatchtv.com/channels. You can watch it right now online at, if you've got your smart TV connected to the internet via Roku or Apple TV, the Skywatch TV channel there. You can check it out at the YouTube channel for the main program at Skywatch TV Now, or our Rumble channel, rumble.com/Skywatch TV. But better yet, guarantee that we are never canceled, cut off from you, as has happened a couple of times now, both to the main program and to our women's program, Simply His. Apparently those sweet ladies said something that violated community standards. So you can download our free app to your smartphone or tablet and guarantee that all of our content comes directly to your mobile device, whether it's iOS, Android, or Amazon Kindle Fire. Other features as well. You can find out more about it and find the App Store right for your device at our website, skywatchtv.com. Look in the top menu bar where it says mobile app. Thank you for watching. As we keep watch, I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.